welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori if you are new here, and today I am going to show you a shelf cook process video. So I'm just going to take you into my pantry, show you how I organize everything, make my grocery list, and then I'm going to do a grocery haul and a quick little shelf cook meal. I know you all love these shelf cook videos, and I'm super excited in today's video just to show you the process and how easy it is to cook meals on a budget with using things in your pantry that you just normally wouldn't use in certain recipes. So these recipes are going to be very unique and they are super customizable. So you can add meat to them, take out meat, you can add dairy, remove dairy, whatever you want to do. And this week I have decided to do a giveaway for the new year. So all you have to do is like this video, make sure you are subscribed, I will be checking, and comment down below what your favorite recipe is. I'm going to pick randomly in the comments who wins this giveaway. We will exchange emails and I will send you something fun for the new year. So make sure you comment down below and tell me what your favorite recipe is. And if you are excited just like me, let's get into the video. So this is the before. It is so messy in here. It just gets like this, you know. But we do have a lot of food in here. All right, and we are going to see what we can make with all of this. I'm gonna clean this one out and then our Lazy Susan out, and then I will make our meals based around those ingredients for the week, month, as long as it can last. But this is an awesome way to cook different kinds of food and not waste any at the same time. Alright, so your first step is to take everything out of the pantry. While I'm doing this, I'm also checking the dates of items to see if anything is expired. I'm pretty good with this, so not a lot was expired. And then I'm taking things out of excess boxes and bags, and I'm putting it to the side. Now I'm going in and just wiping down everything from the top of the pantry all the way down to the floor, and then I'm going to start rearranging different items in the pantry. I like to use baskets and bins to put different snacks and things like that in there. It's definitely not going to be this Pinterest-worthy pantry. I just use some things that I have laying around, some things that I've picked up from the thrift store every now and again. But now I am deciding to put the cans on the bottom shelf, and I have now moved our trash can into the pantry as well. My toddler has a fascination with the trash can, and my daughter is going to be crawling anytime soon, so it is time for it to go away. So what I like to do is stack alike items can-wise in the back of the pantry, just because it's a lot easier for us to see them. And now I am taking my flours and my sugars and salts and baking items and filling up these jars that I have. I just take the extra sugars and extra flours and oats and things like that, and I just make them a little less smaller in the bag and put them behind everything in the shelves. And now I'm taking easy grab-and-go snacks for my son and my husband and putting them into those baskets. I put all of my baking supplies on the top shelf there just because my toddler can open this door and sometimes he finds his way in here. We do have a door handle child lock, but he somehow has figured out how to do that. So all of my baking and glass items are going to go on the top. And then I put extra coffee and condiments and things like that alongside of the shelf with cans. And then in the back there, I have some mason jars filled with grains like spaghetti and quinoa and things like that. Now I am just going to show you some different types of meals that I've come up with for the week. All right, the first meal I came up with is some lentil curry. So I'm going to use some lentils, some red curry paste. The only thing I'm going to need is some vegetables like broccoli and peas and things like that. Then I'm going to add some garbanzo beans as well as some coconut milk. The next one is going to be a classic. It's just going to be some spaghetti and red sauce. I'm going to put some veggies with mine, and I'm going to put some meatballs for my husband and my son. So that one's really easy and a big staple to have in your pantry. I also have some garbanzo beans and tahini. I'm just going to add some lemon juice, olive oil, and a little bit of garlic, and it's going to be some hummus. Alright, the next meal is going to be enchiladas, so I'm going to add some quinoa in there, some cheese that I have, some flour tortillas. I know typically they're made with corn, but I like flour tortillas better. And then I'm going to put some of these refried beans in there and top it with some enchilada sauce. I'm also going to make some chili with some black beans, some chili beans, some quinoa, and cannellini beans or white kidney beans. So I'm going to use half of this can for the chili and the other half I'm going to add to my hummus and make a white bean hummus. Yum. Hi everyone. We have quite a few items here and we are going to go through each one with you. Hi. Alright, so we got everything from Instacart and we did another King Soopers delivery or Kroger. And yeah, let's start over here with the vegetables. As you know, we all love our vegetables at this house. So we got some baby arugula. We got some basil. We have some green onions underneath there. 2 tomatoes, 1 bell pepper, 1 red onion, 2 sweet potatoes, I believe they're yams, 3 yellow onions, 3 apples, and then a bunch of asparagus. We have some Brussels sprouts and some carrots. We have some bananas and some frozen corn, some lemons and romaine lettuce. We have a living rosemary plant because I thought it was pretty. We have this Caesar chopped salad kit with bacon. We have some crescent rolls. Then over to dairy, we have some cream cheese. We have some ricotta cheese and blue cheese. We have sour cream and butter. Then we have some Colby Jack cheese, medium cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, American cheese. We have some ribeye steak and some cacao baking chips. That's just dark chocolate. We have some cornstarch, some smoked salmon, some pureed pumpkin, and then other purees for my daughter. We have some mozzarella cheese sticks back here and a long French baguette. We have some of these Knorr Easy Sides. My husband really likes to take these to work, and I just put some meat on top of it for him. Then back there we have some mini blueberry muffins for breakfast. We have some everything bagels and some thin sliced multigrain bread. We have baking soda. You know I like to clean with baking soda and I also cook with it. We have some goldfish. My son really likes regular goldfish. I tried to get the vegan whole grain ones, but they didn't have it. So they replaced this and I saved a ton of money. So that's good. And then we got some light soy sauce, some veggie broth, and some cornstarch, if I didn't say that already. Then we have some milk and eggs over there, but that's boring and you already know what that looks like. So here is our grocery haul for the week. Let's get into the meal plan, and then I'm going to show you a few recipes that we are going to be making this week. We are going to do stuffed shells, and as you know, my husband and son eat meat and I do not. And when they like it, I make dairy-free meals as well. So these stuffed shells are dairy-free, but you can make them with dairy and meat and however you want to do them. So you will need a pound of ground beef, some pasta sauce. I use the tomato basil. You will need ricotta cheese. I use Kite Hill. You will need some pumpkin puree, fresh basil, and some mozzarella cheese. I like the Dia cutting board mozzarella cheese, but you are welcome to use any type you would like. So I'm just going to let the recipe play for you. So I'm going to let you just see how I put everything together. Generally, when I'm cooking meat for my husband, I will put it in a different pan, and then I put my shells in a separate pan as well. And it just comes together pretty quickly. All you have to do is add meat to whoever is eating it and just leave yours as is. And yeah, it's pretty quick and easy. I know a lot of people message me and say, why would you take the time to do that? It's really no time at all, and everybody is happy. So that is what is important in my book, and let's get into the recipe.
I know the sign was given. It's in the way you move and in the sound of your heart. We tend to fall together, fall in love, and still in the end we'll fall apart. So as hope is that we stay close, but it's the life that we chose. It takes time to get it right, sleepless days and nights. We just need a little more, just a little time for you and I. So stay a bit longer, just a little time for you and I, until it's all over. Just a little.
Alrighty, and that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope this inspired you to cook some unique meals for your family. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you have not. I will see you next time. Stay adventurous, stay creative. Bye.
So we can't see we're fading away. So as hope is that we stay close.